Thank you for speaking to STEM Magazine. We are talking today to Nabil, who is the CEO of Leams Education, and George, who is the COO of Leams Education. So thank you, Nabil and George, for speaking to STEM Magazine.
Thank you very much.
We can start with a brief about the idea behind Lems Education and the schools that you run in this, in the region.
Right. So we've been here from the last 4 decades in the UAE, and the ethos of the group was when we started the first school, it was to have an opportunity for all students, non-discriminated across any kind of segments, to have affordable education across. And that's how we've grown up from day one of the entire journey. And now we've opened 5 schools across with 5 beautiful campuses, and we're moving into the next framework of having a very innovative kind of approach to education, with including robotics and sustainable education all throughout. So that's how we're growing over the years right now. So our last 40 years journey has been very, very fruitful. Parents and children both have alumni is already set up across. So we are already in the 4th generation in the UAE, catering to the students what we are having today in our schools.
In terms of the curriculum, what is the curriculum that you offer through your schools?
So we are having two curriculums majorly. One is the UK curriculum, the British curriculum, and we have the CBSE curriculum also. So across we have 2 schools, which is the Apple International School and the Oxford School, which is the UK curriculum, and we have the new school which is coming up in Karama, the Apple International Community School, which is also UK curriculum, and we have one CBSE school, which is the Indian Academy.
Okay. In terms of the strength of the students, what is the kind of strength across your schools?
So we are right now over 5,000 students across the schools. So the strength is across, and we are looking at when once a new school is coming up, and we have taken in Gises a new another campus like 2 years back. That is the secondary campus for the Apple International School, which is also growing. So we are expecting in another 1 or 2 years to reach around 6,000, 6,500 students.
So when we keep mentioning Apple, we have actually patented Apple before Apple could enter UAE, by the way.
Okay.
Right. So the Apple brand is ours.
Okay. I was wondering about that as well.
Right.
So the new school, Apple International Community School, which is coming up in Karama, when does it open? Does it open in the new year, like September this year,
Yeah,
or is there still time for it?
It will start in September 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got all the approvals, and the admissions and all are going on. The team is already set up. So the school will start in this academic, the new academic year in 2021. Yeah.
So the school has a little heritage to it. So this was one of the first few schools in the vicinity in Karama. And earlier back in the 80s, it was only Karama, Bardubai, Satwa, and Al-Shab and Hollands. These were the only few areas, and Gises. So this was one of the first few schools. And over the time, the school had shut down, and then we've taken it over to revive that heritage. And now we've brought it out with a wonderful British curriculum, and we are catering to the Emirati population as well, all around that place. Again, the vision of Mr. Nabil and the chairman together, along with the Leams Education Group, we want to cater to all the Emirati population as much as we can, and with the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and Sheikh Hamdan as well. So this is a next 10-year plan. What we're trying to do is, with our expansion plans, as well as going into innovative education, as well as a lot of affordable medium to have education driven up and moved into having children being able to equally obtain that opportunity.
So along with the heritage, the new school which is located in Karama, it has got a very nostalgic feeling to me also, because I did my schooling, and all during my childhood I spent most of the time in Karama, And then after that, due to higher studies and all, then I went out to India and do my studies. And then coming back after so many years, now I'm staying in Mohesana. Coming back to Karama, it gives a very nostalgic feel to it. So it's like a special project for us.
So, like we say, we are sons of the soil.
Okay. Okay. Your focus is on affordable schools, and I also read in one of your press releases that you are offering free books, uniform, learning resources to the students because of the financial difficulties many of them must be going through right now. What is the
Yes.
idea behind affordable education? Because many of the companies or many of the educational institutes today are focused more on for profit. So in that scenario, how does your group stand, different than others in terms of affordable education?
So this I'm going to take. Why? Because this involves especially the operational part of it. So funny you said yes that all the schools have worked or any businesses have worked in terms of profit. So this is where we beg to differ. Leams does not follow the profitability part of a corporate business world. We would like to say that we have a fair share of profitability. That's how we run the business. But we look into more of the fact that how much can we onboard the actual business profitability towards the children. That's where the affordability comes in. So we keep that profitability towards reducing the entire affordability concept so that the children get the benefit of it, and then that moves on to further enhancing and expansion projects, seeing how we can have our children represent the school in various competitions, get them out there, make a better person, make them tomorrow's business leaders, tomorrow's corporate leaders, and then they give back to the community, and that's exactly what we are all about. So, like we said, our ethos has always been from our first school itself. We've always said that affordable, equal opportunity to all students in the education segment. And that's exactly what our motto is going to be throughout all our expansion plans.
Okay. In terms of education, like extracurricular is something that many schools are focusing on right now. You also mentioned something about robotics, learning as well. What are the other streams of extracurricular activities that you offer in your schools?
So these were so we've got a lot of sports activities lined up. We are one of the first schools out there in that vicinity to have a swimming pool. We've got a tennis court. We've got badminton courts. We've got cricket, football, basketball. We're also probably getting into having a volleyball court there, and the badminton is being very aggressive. There are a lot of competitions already lined up. They're just waiting for the approvals. I know when things get better with the pandemic. Otherwise, we've had a lot of students, even during this time. Summer camp has become a very difficult approval to get in, but for sports, it's given, the heads up is given by the sports council. So we're all about going through. And we sometimes also have hockey on our existing grounds.
Okay.
Also, we are focusing on performing arts, and in our existing schools, we've been looking at the Cambridge curriculum, but now we intend to shift that to the national curriculum of the UK, what the UK, how the UK as a nation, how they're following. So in those terms, all the extracurricular activities becomes even more important, even more. It becomes more mandate for them to be there. So we are shifting into that sector now.
So Nabil has come out with this wonderful scholarship for sports and any kind of arts and music. So we launched that now, and we're giving them scholarships as well.
Okay. Okay. And in terms of your focus areas for this year, what would that be? Like you mentioned that you want to also expand into other markets. So have you identified any new markets that you want to expand into? So maybe in start of 2022, or maybe the years ahead.
Yeah. So recently we had discussed this with Nabil, and Nabil had the vision that we should move into certain areas of New Dubai area, which is this one south of Dubai. We're talking about the Barka area, in that area, Mizr, in fact, and Mirdif, maybe that area we're looking to, and we're looking also at emerging markets? Is that something what we looked into as well? Probably Africa region, Kenya is one opportunity which we've done a little research in, and we've engaged some serious R&D into that to look into this, and because we've got a huge population of expats there as well. So that's something we're looking into as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Nabil and George, for speaking to STEM Magazine. It was nice having you with us today, and I look forward to speaking to you in the future as well.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much, Chris. Nice
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.